Hey everyone, Ashley Dawes here. I'm trying to double check and make sure I can see myself, at least in one of the groups, because I know I'm not going to be able to answer comments. And if I can find myself, this would be great, because then I can answer questions, but I don't actually see myself yet. So, look, it says John is live. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm going to have to hop on one of these. Okay, cool. We're live everywhere. You know what? I'm going to have to come back and I'm going to have to check comments. If you guys have questions, you could reach out or comment below and I'll try to make sure I'm in all the groups and I'm answering questions, okay? My name is Ashley Dawes. I'm super excited to be live with you guys here today for Money Monday. Super pumped, super excited. I hope you guys find so much value out of today's Money Monday. I have literally built my team and kind of our duplication around being and watching and learning from people on these Money Mondays. So this is my favorite place to be. I was super honored when the amazing John Melton asked me to be part of this. I hope they have lots of fun on vacation. So let's crush this Money Monday. I'm going to share with you guys how I get an unlimited amount of leads every single day and how I have kind of built it up over time for it to be my simple duplicatable system that I share with all of my leaders and anybody who's asking. So you'll want to make sure to have a pen and paper. I'm going to try to share everything that I can, even the scripts and things that I send out to people. So again, if you guys have questions, just make sure you comment below. I know that I'm in most of these groups. I will come back and answer things, but I can't see anything as of now. So it is just me. And it's freezing in my house. And now I'm hot. So anyways, okay. All right. So let's see. I basically started in network marketing about almost 10 years ago. It was 2015 when a friend kind of sideswiped me and she was like, hey, she called me up and she's like, hey, let's go have a girls' day. Leave the kids at home. We're going to go eat, we'll have some fun. And then there's this little event. We'll go stop by, easy peasy. Let's go do this. And I'm like, sure, let's go. So I left the kids with dad and we went on this little girls' date, right? And I went in, we went to this hotel meeting room. I'd never been into anything like this before. And there was all these little things everywhere and all these people. And I'm like, you invited me to a class. I have to sit here for an hour and listen to somebody talk for a whole hour. Where's the food, So I was sideswiped. I didn't have any idea what was going on. But as I sat there and I listened to this lady share about all these little tools and things that she had, I was like, wow, this stuff's pretty cool. And then she mentioned that there's an opportunity that you can share with people and you can create an income. And I was like, I like money. I want to get my nails done. I mean, diapers alone are very expensive. I had 3 littles at the time. My little now is 11. So, life is expensive. Anyway, I was like, I would love to make extra money and I can do it from home. Are you kidding me? This is going to be amazing. So I purchased a little package of a little box of things and I went home and I told my husband, we're going to change the world. I'm going to make so much money. I can't wait. And this was 10 years ago. And I mean, he's always had my back, luckily, but he was like, okay, honey, yep, you do that, and everybody, all the whole, MLMs and that's a scheme. And anyway, so I got a lot of that stuff in the beginning, but I jumped in, I started playing around with all these things that I had and kind of learning about systems and things, which there wasn't much system where I was in my first company for 7.5 years. And basically my team created systems, but it still wasn't right. I loved everything about it. I specifically joined, I thought, the money would be amazing, but I kind of joined for the team camaraderie, the support system, the people, girlfriends, the group of people and things like that. And then I slowly started to realize I really do. I want to make money. I want to make lots of money. I want to take my family traveling. I want to go fun places. I want to do fun things with my family. At that time they were little, but I knew they were going to grow up and they're going to get big quick and they're going to start families and then life happens. Right. So anyways, specifically within this first company that I was in, it was awesome, but it was all about recruiting recruiters to recruit. And if you didn't, not only recruit people every single month and stick them strategically in specific areas, I didn't get a paycheck. if you didn't stick them in specific areas and everybody didn't place orders, like I didn't get a paycheck. It was kind of, and I didn't realize it at the time because it was all that I knew. And I was always told, this is the best of the best. You can't get any better anywhere else and blah, blah, blah. So it was kind of hard. And at the end of every month, I'd have to call people up and be like, hey, Misty, how are you doing? How's the family? Amazing. So are you going to place your order? Because if you don't place your order, you don't get a paycheck. And if you don't get a paycheck, I don't get a paycheck. So basically I called and it was all about me. And I had to call like 9 people or text every single month. Like, hey, are you going to place your orders? That's just how this works, you know? And I didn't know anything else. And it was kind of, getting, whatever. But I had a comma in my paycheck. I wanted to get my paycheck, right? So anyways, it was just what I did. So I didn't know anything else. But one day I just signed up for TikTok. It's like, it was a little over 2 years ago. I don't know. But I saw John Melton, and him and Nadia, they're beautiful and they're in like other countries and they're talking about business and network marketing and money, and they're the top entrepreneurs. And I'm like, who are these people? Like, who the heck? Like, I have been over here I think it was like 6 years or something. It's 6.5 years at the time. And I'm like, I'm not making money. I'm not wearing Gucci. I can't go to Spain. Like, what the heck? So I reached out to him, which has always been one of my great qualities. Like, if I see someone who's got something that I want, they're doing things that I want to do, I'm totally going to reach out to you and be like, who are you? Like, you're amazing. Let's connect. Right. So I reached out to John, and in like 30 minutes, his VA had connected me, and we were chatting and we were talking about all the products and all the systems and the everything that was going on. And I was like, well, I don't have any of these things that you're talking about in what I'm doing, and I want to be successful. And he's successful. So I'm like, I want to do what you're doing. And, within like a few days, I had jumped right in, and I was doing, I was over here and I was sharing things and I was learning systems. But in the process, I still had this other company, and I had, 700 people under there, and it was doing pretty good. And I had to, kind of let people know what was going on, not specifically within my team, just within like my uplines and things, right? I had reached out to them, and I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, there's these products that I'm really excited about. I'm super excited. I'm going to come over here now. And, I think that this is what I want to do. And trying to be respectful and have integrity, right? Like, hey, I just want to let you know, instead of just disappearing, flying off the face of the planet, like, peace out, rudely or whatever. Anyway, well, I was told no one's going to follow you. They're going to see you as an MLM hopper. They're not going to trust you because now you're going to switch companies. Like, who do you think you are? No one's going to follow you. And I remember thinking, like, oh my gosh, what if they're right? Like, what if nobody follows me? I only thought that for maybe like a day, because I'm really heavy into personal development, especially now. And I'm glad I didn't stop even 2 years ago, because now, like, I have very, very thick skin now. Like, oh, that's MLM, that's a scheme, da 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 da. Like, it just bounces off. Anyway, but back then, it was a little bit like you could cut me and I would cry. But anyway, I learned that she didn't pay my bills. And she wasn't paying my bills even when I was over there within that company. Anyway, it was, we ended all that. I think it kind of was a blow up, honestly, just to be honest. But anyway, it's life. It is what it is. As long as you're respectful and you leave place with integrity, that's how I felt I did. I did really good. But I never told anybody about my new team. I wasn't like, hey, I'm leaving. I'm going to go to a new company. Follow me. Let's do this. Right. It wasn't even like that. But I did leave. I started with a brand new Facebook page. I'm getting into the goods right now, okay? But I started a brand new Facebook page, a brand new Instagram. I think my TikTok had like 7,000 followers, and it was because I squatted my husband. So these people, they didn't have any, there was no niche going on anyways. But I jumped in. I was immediately, because, back in my head, like, am I going to fail? People are watching me. People are saying things. They're like, oh, she's leaving the company. Like, what's going on? Let's just kind of stalk her a little bit and see what's going on. And I learned all about systems and duplication, and something that I never had in previous company. So something that's really cool that I learned that I did not have in previous was there's a leaderboard. And these leaderboards show you these people and their numbers. And based off of the numbers, if you know your compensation plan, you know the kind of money they're making. And I like money. Money comes to me every single day with grace and ease. I want to make money. You got to have money to pay for your air conditioning, for your gas in your car, for your children's volleyball and travel volleyball and all that expense, for your food, for your water. Like, I love money. I want money. I also want to take my family on amazing vacations and trips. And we have all this stuff planned, and it costs money, right? So anyways, I jumped into this leaderboard and I started like softly stalking all of these people. There's like 20 people they would put up on the leaderboard every single month. And I'm like, who is this person? What do they do? How come they're successful? I would go through each one of them every single month, right? Just so I could figure out like, what do I want to do? Like there's so many things you can do. There's stories and there's reels and there's lives and there's messages and there's all these ways to reach out to people. And like, what should I be doing, right? So you follow the people that are doing the do, and you do what they do, and you get the results that they have. So I learned that at least the people that were up at the very top of the board every single month, they were going live. And I was terrified to go live. Like literally, like I'm going to throw up, poop my pants every single time I got on a live for like 4 months, 4 full months. And sometimes even still, I'm like, I haven't been on for like 2 days. It's like starting fresh. Anyways, it is what it is, because people can be very mean. My very first live, well, some lady told me my eyebrows were terrible and I needed an eyebrow pencil, and it like stuck with me. And so, I got my eyebrows done. So it's like, there's still a little bit of weakness there, with people seeing you on your lives. You never know what they're going to say. But anyways, I got past that. So I was like, okay, I need to start going live. Perfect. But what am I going to go live about? Well, this is where these Money Mondays come into play. John was launching, just like they are right now, him and Michelle, right? Like a 14-day, it was a live challenge, going live every single day for 14 days. And I'm like, this is perfect because I have no idea what to go live about. So they literally give you like 90 days worth of different things that you can talk about on your lives. So I sat down. I'm a pen and paper type of gal. I wrote everything out and what I was going to talk about for 14 days. I did his 14-day challenge and I crushed it and I won. This was like, I think it was like a year and a half ago, maybe not that long, but it was a little while ago. And since that day, I've been going live every single day. Every single day. Right now it's like, well, what do you talk about every single day? So there's this book, and I hope I can remember because I saved it. Oh my gosh, there's it's The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. And there is a quote that it says, many have attained great wealth and success with only one sales talk delivered with excellence. Look, I didn't even have to look it up. I remembered it. Many have attained great wealth and success with only one sales talk delivered with excellence. And I was like, I can share the same thing every single day. I got to get really, really good at it. I'm going to know my call to actions and all the things, right? So I was like, okay, I figured out what I wanted to talk about every single day. And I'll go into this stuff at the end too. I just want to show you how I got my process figured out. Anyways, sorry, my camera's like moving with me. That's hilarious. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. These funny gadgets we find on TikTok. Anyways, so I'm like, I'm going to go live every day. So I was doing that. And I was getting people to follow me. It took me a while because, everybody starts at suck, especially if you've never done it before. You guys, I had one of my friends went through and scrolled all the way back to my beginning of my lives. And she's like, yeah, you sucked. You're right. I'm like, yeah, but I still did it. And I kept doing it. And now I can go live and I can talk for like hours. Anyways, well, something was missing, right? So I'm like, what's next? So another Money Monday, John went live with Michelle and they were talking about freebies and how they can get leads with freebies. And I was like, I have this protein guide, the 7-day high protein meal guide that I created literally a year ago. And I was charging $1 and 2 people bought it. I never talked about it, obviously, but I put it up in my stand store and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. Everyone's going to love it. 2 people bought it. It was for $1, right? So I learned like how I was going to kind of integrate this freebie, which is what my main talk is here. I'll show you how to do a freebie at the end, but integrate this freebie in with my lives. So I would go live and I would talk about this freebie and I would tell people to message me a certain number or comment below or get into my inbox and tell me a certain word and I would get them this freebie. So I was doing that for a while. I mean, for you guys, the first many months, like 6 months, we were getting like 100 to 200 people on my lives messaging me for my freebie every single stinking day, every single day. We were getting tons of people. We had so many leads we didn't even know what to do with, so many people to follow up with. It became like super crazy wild. And we're like, something's missing, right? And then another Money Monday, John goes live with Tina, and she's talking about her menopause weight busters group, and there's 60,000 plus people in there, and she's crushing it. And I'm like, that's what's missing. Like, I need more. Like, it was stopping at the live, or at the freebies, right? So I learned from their live exactly what they do in their Facebook group. And I'm going to give you the whole rundown. I just want you to see like how I got there. But so I was like, we created a group, and my whole team, we use this group. We have this freebie that's pinned in the featured post. All of my team uses this freebie. You know, they claim it as their own. We get people in there, we tag them in the freebie, and then we have this group. And inside here, we have a different day, like a topic for each day. Today is Money Monday. When I get off of here, I'm going to go do a business live, right? Testimony Tuesday, Wins Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Foodie Friday, Self-Care Saturday. You know, we have a different day of the week where there's different things coming up in the group, and we have challenges every single month. We have a challenge coming up. Nobody knows about it yet, but I'm going to talk about it this week. We're going to do it next month. Next week. Anyway, we have challenges. We have the freebies. We show up in there, and we also have these fun things that we do, these 5-day like resets that we do inside there as well. And we talk about them very regularly. So we have a lot of stuff going on inside the group. And while this is definitely like an upgraded thing, if you're brand new, I'm not telling you definitely create a freebie. Definitely create a freebie if you're brand new, but I'm not telling you to go create a group and, figure all this out, because we have groups that are literally made for us within our community that have 20,000 plus people that you can plug your people into. You don't have to go and recreate a whole group. But I'm helping our team are trying to get to the next step. We have a big project, I guess you'd say, a big challenge that we're working on. So we put this together specifically for our team so we can all work together and integrate it together and everything that we're doing and help everybody kind of hit their next level. So anyways, but it is definitely like an upgraded type. Like, you see how it's a lot, right? Like, especially if you're working full time. Although I have people who work full time and they have figured out they're doing their lives, they're guiding them to the freebies, they're getting them into the groups. And then one of us takes over a challenge or a drop, and we're working together. It's like a whole community. It's like we're working it to, like I've heard Tina say before, like a finely tuned engine. It was disaster when we started. Nobody was doing anything. I had to do it all. It was, anyways. Just so you know, like, you're going to have bumps in the road, just like with anything, just like with your business or with your marriage or with your weight loss journey. Like, it's just life. Anyway, when you figure it all out, it becomes this fine-tuned engine. It's amazing. You love it. You rock it and you go with it, right? So what I do, here's my process, exactly what I do. And then I'll show you how to make a freebie super quick. I go live and I share, like, for me specifically, because I talk about weight loss, right? So I share how I drop weight. And I always guide people to my freebie. Like, it's okay if this is overwhelming for you. I have this freebie that I've created. And like I mentioned, it started with a 7-day high protein meal guide. And then everybody had protein guides. So I'm like, what can I do now that's going to be a little bit different, that I can talk about differently, but it's going to also cover all the things I like to talk about: hormones, gut health, protein, right? So we created, it's called a 5-day metabolic gut health reset guide. So I go live, I share my tips, and then I say, hey, by the way, I have this freebie that I've created for you. It is you have to talk this up. Like, if they miss out, like, they're missing out big time, right? So I'm like, I have a freebie that I've created for you. It's a 5-day metabolic gut health reset guide. It is going to help you get to the next level if you have tried all the things for weight loss. It's going to help you boost your metabolism, support your gut health, which is the root of what's going on. It's got a 5-day high protein meal plan in it. It's going to help you crush your goals and help you become a fat burning machine. You have to get it. You're going to love it. Comment below, whatever, right? Whatever I say, or private message me, depending on, because I have 3 different platforms. TikTok, you gotta get them off the platform. It is what it is. But anyways, so I tell them to text the word reset, right? When they text me the word reset, this is the message that I send out to them. Okay. I say, hey, super excited to connect. And here's my free accountability group and my free metabolic reset guide. I have it pinned in the featured post. Make sure to answer all the questions. Here's how you get in the group. Here's the link. So they can literally click the link, answer the questions, get in the group. They're going to go to the featured post. They get tagged in the featured post. Okay. And then I say, curious, do you have some health goals? Reverse aging, weight loss? If so, how much? More energy, or all of the above? Question mark. Okay. So they get this. I'm literally getting them the freebie. They're getting them into the group. It asks them the question. Now, a lot of people write back, but a lot of people don't write back and they just get into the group. So they get into the group, they get tagged in the featured post, and then they get a video from me. Okay. Because, you know, they're in the group now. Like the person who has the most conversations wins. This freebie is the heart of all of how you're going to have the most conversations. Okay. So I send them that message. They don't really write me back, or maybe they do. And then they stopped writing. They forgot, whatever. Their kids puking, their dogs chewing up something in the corner. Someone called them into work. Everybody's lives are completely different. Like you can't take anything personal. If someone doesn't write you back, they're on your list. You're going to follow up with them later. Anyway, so what we do is we send a video. We drop a video into their inbox, and literally it's me. And I'm like, hey, welcome to the group. I'm super excited you're here. Drop below your health goals. I want to help you all the ways I can. Your freebies in the featured post. We have some challenges coming up. I'll make sure to let you know. Super excited. Chat soon. You know, whatever. Okay. Like I have it recorded. I made it like 2 months ago. And we just drop it into their inbox. And then now, if they ignored me the first time I messaged them, then there's a second chance for them to reach out to me and talk to me, right? And what I do tell people, you know, by the way, like just my wording, you guys can take and use the wording. It can work for anything, whether it's skincare or hair care or insurance, whatever, right? When they tell me their health goals, for me, because this is like my niche, like everyone's weight loss. And we have 2 things that we use for weight loss, right? So I tell them, awesome, how much weight are you wanting to drop? I ask them, how much weight are you wanting to drop? And they'll tell me. If they say 10 or less, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can totally help you with that. Have you heard me talk about this 5-day reset? Blah, 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 right? If I was to send you information, would you check it out? Yes or no, right? Or if it's, you know, 10 or more, then it's like, oh my gosh, I can totally help you with that, right? Because you got to be super confident, like you're going to help them. You know that what you have is going to work for them. So I can totally help you with that. If I was to share with you information on my 3-part system that helped me drop blank, would you check it out? Yes or no, right? So like this is leading you into the conversations and like what to say with people. This is what I do with every single person, and it starts with that freebie. Actually, it starts with you getting out of your head and doing your lives or your reels or posting in your stories and asking the questions. But this is what I'm telling people. Like I said, the person who has the most conversations wins. Right? And you want to have so many conversations that you just know exactly what to say. I text people a lot. I have a lot of stuff saved in my phones, like in my, you know how you guys can if you have an iPhone, you go to your settings and then you click general and then you click keyboard and then you click text replacement and then check this out. This is literally, I got scripts for days. It doesn't matter what you ask me. Now, instead of, I don't know, let me figure it out, I got scripts. All of my flavors, all of my links to things saved in my phones. So a lot of the process that, you know, I share with you guys, it's in scripts in my phones as well until you're comfortable to get on your phone and talk to people. But yeah, so that is kind of, so I go live, I share them to the freebie. I get into their inbox. So if they're on TikTok, you guys, you got to get them. I always say, what do you have? Do you have Facebook? Do you have Instagram? Or would you rather text? And I connect with them those ways. So you have to always take them off of there. I give them the information. I ask them the question. I get them into the group. Our group is all full because there's a bunch of us now. We're working it. We're having fun in there. We have challenges and daily lives and different things we talk about every single day. So the group's going amazing now. It's finally working, right? And people are seeing that. And we have challenges. This is another reason to connect. We have our specific company. We have promotions twice a month. So we have another 2 reasons every single month to connect. And then they're really just getting to know, like, and trust you, not only from that freebie, but also inside that group. So this is what I do. This is my process of how this works. Obviously, I can't see chats or anything, but if you guys have questions, just make sure you guys let me know. But I wanted to really show you how to make a freebie, because it's the easiest thing. And you can take your freebie and you can go into your stories and have a cute picture. Well, depending on whatever your niche is. I mean, you can do a cute picture of you at any time and then be like, get into my, I have a free guide. I don't even know, like whatever your guys' freebie is, right? Like my goal is to get people into my group. So I'll be like, come into my free health and wellness group. I got a free guide I want to give you. And then like, I literally have the group so they can click on it and tell them to use my code to get in. And like people will get into my group through the stories, or they'll want my free guide through my stories, or I'll do a reel. Like I literally just dropped a reel. That was the easiest reel ever. I was working out And I said, here's my top tips for weight loss. By the way, comment reset, I'll get you your free guide. So they're commenting reset. I'm sending them the message. They're getting into the group. I'm dropping the video. We're having conversations. If they don't want to have conversations with me, they will eventually, when whatever I'm talking about within the group or the promotions or whatever we're doing, they want to connect and they want to talk more of. So it's just giving me more reasons to be able to reach out to people. So for the freebie, okay, say your thing is skincare, right? You love skincare. You have amazing supplements for skincare. So your freebie could be educated around how to have beautiful skin, or how to have radiant, sexy, beautiful skin in 2024, whatever beautiful, amazing title that's catchy, that you like, that you feel comfortable saying, right? And you can literally go, so Chat GPT, I'm sure you guys know, because this is like the top thing that all of us are doing. We're never like, we don't know what to say. We don't know what to do, because we have Chat GPT, which is literally like our personal assistant that knows everything, right? So you go to your Chat GPT. I had it all written out, but I couldn't find it on mine. And you're going to go in there and you're going to talk to Chat GPT, like pretend someone said like, like you're going to talk to this, like you want to tell it everything about you, everything you like, even what you don't like, your supplements, what they have, or whatever you have, what they've done for you, whatever you're selling, what it's done for you, and who you are as a person, right? Like I've gone in and been like, my name is Ashley. I'm a certified nutrition coach. I'm obsessed with high protein, low calorie recipes. I have blank that's helped me drop blank. And I want to help. I want to be able to educate my followers on this. I'm married. I have 3 kids. I travel a lot. I talk about protein, water, steps, and sleep. Can you give me, based off of everything, spew it out? Like this is the time when you can like throw up everything about you to your Chat GPT. And then at the end, you're going to say, can you give me the top, whatever you want to say, 5, 10 things that I can create as a freebie to give to my followers? And it's going to tell you, it's going to give you tons of options. And based off of that, you get to choose. Like one of mine was like a protein checklist, a protein guide. I wish I could go into, I just feel like I am on Chat GPT like 20 times a day. I probably can't find it, but it's going to give you options, right? It's going to give you different options of ideas. And you literally, one of them for the one that we just created for our group, for a team group, it said a 5-day metabolic gut health reset guide with protein options and daily tips. And I was like, heck yeah, that's mine. I copied that and I went back down into Chat GPT and I said, can you give me the perfect outline for this, and named it, right? Whatever the name you want it to be, that I can take and literally just copy and paste into Canva. And it gave me this whole outline. It gave me actually 5 days. It's like a whole 5 day. It helps people through 5 days get a new tip for their metabolism and things, and for their gut health and their hormones. And then it's got a 5-day high protein meal guide in it. And you'll have to kind of play with it, because I was like, can you make me a 5-day high protein meal guide? Don't put tofu in it. Don't put feta in it. Like I want things that I actually eat, right? And I know that other people eat those things. I just don't eat those things. And I'm going to actually try the recipes before they go out as well, right? So it just put together this whole thing. Day 1, you're going to talk about this. Day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, here's your protein recipe. Here's your colors. Here's what you're going to name it. Here's your description. Always have a call to action at the end. Okay, they've gone through this whole guide. They're like, wow, this has amazing value. Even if it's a simple, quick protein guide that has 20 tips. By the way, if you're doing skincare, here's the supplements that I use that help me along my skincare journey, right? Whatever they are. And then text the word blank if you're using Project Broadcast, or you can say, find me on Ashley May Dawes on Facebook and text me beauty for a list of the supplements and savings and free shipping, right? Whatever your call to action is and how you're, selling to your people, and specifically on what you're selling, always have that call to action at the end. At the end of mine, it's like, we have or now that you've tried this and you've seen some results, we actually have a 5-day system that's totally going to help you crush it. I don't even remember what it says. Like text the word Fat Blaster to blank, or comment the word Fat Blaster, whatever it is, because our team uses it. And people will comment below that word. And then our job is to reach out to those people and be like, hey, here's what we got. If I was to send you information on this, would you check it out? Yes. Here's your information. Does this sound like something you would like to get started with? Or when would you like to get started? And then you do your job, which all of you guys are amazing and you know how to do. So yeah, that's how you can create your freebie. My biggest tip that helped me the most, I mean, I love my whole process now. For me, it's like the perfect, all the pieces to the puzzle now that has worked perfectly, I feel like, for me and my team. But the start of it was that freebie and getting in leads, because you have to have people to talk about. And just going live does not guarantee you people are going to sit and watch you. Like, I love how John's always like, be happy and tell your face. Like, hey, my name is Ashley. I have this free 5-day guide. And yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, hey, my name is Ashley. I have this free guide. You're going to absolutely freaking love it. It's going to help you crush it. You're going to become a fat burning machine. You got to get loud. There's a lot of people on there right now trying to share stuff. You got to be bigger and louder and wear Minnie Mouse ears or a mask or what. I mean, whatever to make you happy. I just read this book, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of it now, but this lady put on Mickey Mouse ears, and like literally now they call her, well, I don't remember what they call her, something with a mouse, whatever, like just to brand yourself, right? So fun things like that. But hopefully that was helpful. Was this helpful, you guys? If you have questions, I think I covered everything. That freebie is a big thing, but like I said, you can go into your stories and you can literally like have a cute picture of you and then have a link leading into your freebie or a link into your group. So you can I highly recommend that you get a freebie up in your group for your team or whatever that looks like. Because I've shared this with many people and every single person on my team. And I think only 2 people I think that I can remember of, because I actually saw their final results. Only 2 people on my team went and did their own freebie. And then they were like, I don't know how to market it. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to talk about it. And like, this is the process that has worked really good for us. So we made like a team freebie and we branded it with our Rock the Drop, our brand, what we have started. So yeah, it's amazing. So I think that's it, you guys. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me or comment below. I'll try to make sure to come in and check things out. But I hope this was helpful. I hope you go and crush your freebie. Share it with me. But don't forget your call to action. Like, this is literally what I use and what I have done for beautiful skin, for better gut, for better hormones, for fat loss, for long hair, whatever you want to share on, and give your call to action so that they know who to reach out to help them get their freebies and all their free stuff. But that's just as important as creating your freebie. You don't just want, here's your boom guide, whatever. Like, you want them to be able to reach out to you whatever way is convenient for you, because this is your business. So go out there and crush it. You guys are amazing. I hope this was helpful. Have the best Monday ever. And that's it. We're good to go. Bye, guys. See you later.